Does my smile confuse you? Or remind you you're here?
2, 1.
Thank you, Rain. Rain is the producer and our orchestra.
That's so you, by the way.
It's so me. The
silliness.
And that's all we can afford is the side rule. And the
Well,
whole
for
thing.
now, at least.
Anyhow,
Yeah,
we're here once again with, I don't even know, you haven't seen the podcast, Does My Smile Confuse You? And we have an audience, so thank you for doing this.
You're welcome.
I think 3 subscribers. So
That's how it starts.
that's
And
how it
then-
starts. So I'm lifting my my celebrity status by having Eduardo,
Might get a couple more, maybe, if you're lucky.
by having Eduardo Baldi here, my favorite chef, always been my favorite chef, and his father was Giorgio Ubaldi, and we're in Los Angeles, where I was born and raised. And you're from
Italy.
which part?
Well, Forte dei Marmi, but I was born in Seravezza, which is right above Forte Marmi. That was the only hospital available.
Yeah.
But I've lived in Forte Marmi.
And when did you start cooking? Because your dad was such a phenomenal cook here.
Well, since I remember,
Really?
since I came here, I was in the mix of the restaurant business, right? My dad, at that point, in 1980, he came here in 1982, and we came in 1985.
Yeah.
But in 1985, when I came, he worked at Il Giardino, which is a restaurant no longer there, in Beverly Hills, up here on Maple.
Yeah.
And a huge success of a restaurant. And I used to go there every day and just hang around, walk. We lived on Almond Street, which was like 5 blocks away. So we used to walk.
And just so you know, Giorgio Ubaldi it's a rather small restaurant, kind of tucked away in Santa Monica Canyon, which is close enough to the beach. And that's where Giorgio established his reputation, Eduardo's papa, who just had every celebrity. I got patted down like 4 or 5 times in there because every president ate there. It became the Hollywood, like a little club,
Yes.
where they felt comfortable.
Yeah.
So
Since
you
the
had to-
beginning, by the way.
In the Palisades, people felt comfortable, and so it was a club that served food, and then all the folks came because they wanted to see a celebrity. That was so like L.A. And it was How long was it after Wolfgang had Spago? What was the time frame there? Was that like 10 years or 5 years earlier?
Well, Giorgio Baldi has been there for 36 years. So I think Wolfgang was probably on Sunset.
Yes,
The original Spago before.
Right,
But not
like
by much.
5 years.
Yeah, maybe 4 or 5 years.
And he was across from Tower Records, the
Exactly.
infamous Tower Records. I used to go to Spago because Lisa was the sous chef for Wolfgang. So when he'd go to Europe, he'd leave it. So anyhow, food's my thing. It's my priority. It's my number one thing. This is my favorite artist. And you probably won't say it, but I'll say it. Art to me is number one. I mean, food is number one. Art, I got it in the wrong order. For me.
Yeah,
I'd rather have you pay you $50 million if I had money.
I wish.
Instead of a Picasso on my wall, one painting.
I mean, but art is art. So it can be in the form of cooking. It can be in the form of designing a place. It can be in the form of a painting.
It's in everything.
So art is, it's not just one form
Specific, no.
of design. It's, it can go in so many different directions. That's the beauty of it.
Yeah, that's what I love. Yeah.
And for me, although cooking, I have a great passion for cooking, but it's also about colors and how it's, food is placed on a plate. It just goes way beyond. I've always had a passion for art before cooking.
Right.
Since I was really, really young, I used to make like costumes out of paper because we couldn't afford to buy proper costumes. So I used to make Spider-Man costumes and Batman and all this kind of stuff by drawing.
And then not just for Halloween. You mean?
Yeah, just in general,
life.
because boys are boys, right?
Boys are boys. Boys are boys, yeah.
So the art was always in my DNA.
Yeah.
Then obviously with my dad's help, who paved the road for me, right?
Sure.
He gave me this possibility of going into the restaurant business.
Yeah.
And I took that direction forward.
Well, I also remember I talked to you every summer. You would go home with grandma, and grandma would give you her recipes, and you'd go every summer and learn
Yeah.
something new. And so after Giorgio, then Eduardo came to Beverly Hills on probably the primary street that has, 10 restaurants on it?
It wasn't. It wasn't.
It
We were, when I came across the street, there was the restaurant. Now it has become the primary street.
It has
But-
become the primary street.
Yeah. But when I came, it still wasn't.
Yeah, so I think you helped literally put it on the map because the competition is fierce on the street,
Yeah.
but I think they draw just more business. So everybody probably gets an overflow.
There's a misconception about having all these restaurants all together and being bad for the restaurants.
What is that?
Well,
Misconception.
a lot of restaurateurs or even people think that more restaurants come, the worse it gets for everybody. But that's not the case
No.
because this street has brought a lot more restaurants, but as a consequence, has brought a lot more people.
That's
more
what I would
business.
think. Yeah, more business.
And
yeah.
what happens is if you do a restaurant successfully and you're good at what you're doing,
Right.
then people will come and try your restaurant too because maybe they went up the street and tried another one and they saw it for the first time.
Yeah.
And then they come, they enjoy, and they come back.
Yeah.
So you gain a lot by having other restaurants.
I totally believe that because I still think word of mouth is the best advertising. And your food, God, I wish I could describe his food and how much I love it. And your sauces. I mean, I went to Hawaii after I lost our home in the Palisades. I took your sauce. Remember how I had it imported? Because they don't have anything over there. Because we went to Maui.
Yeah.
And they had their own fire, the line of fire.
Yeah.
I was cooking. I'm not even, a zero cook compared to you. But your sauce, I was their hero. I made turkey bolognese, chicken bolognese, because I usually stay away from beef. But your sauce became the biggest thing over there. And we were located on the beach next to the Montage Hotel. And I forget, Rain, do you remember the name of the restaurant? Merriman's. So it's,
This was in Maui?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Merriman's is like the restaurant over there, one of them. They have Mom's Fish House.
Oh, I've heard of that one.
Okay, so
That one's
there you
very
go.
difficult to get into.
Mom's Fish House is on the other end of the island, but the Merriman's is, let's say it's number
fancy.
2. It's on the Kapalua side where we stayed. And, they lose 35% of their produce that comes by boat. So I didn't realize that. Then you add the fire, their restaurants were burnt, their clubs were burnt. So I'm a foodie.
Yeah.
So I couldn't get food. I got mercury poison because all I ate was tuna and fish. And I'm not really a fish guy.
Yeah. Hawaii is very strange to me.
Yeah.
You have such beautiful weather and
Everything.
fields and
the
fields
veg-
and fields of that you think you would get great vegetables.
Yeah.
And yet most of the produce is imported from California.
Yes.
So it's quite shocking to me. I've never really understood that.
It is shocking.
Yes.
I mean, even pineapples, you think, which are indigenous, they lost their pineapple fields and all that
Really?
stuff. And people are having trouble getting their permits back. So restaurants are a real problem over there.
Yeah.
I don't know when it's coming back. But explain to me how, because I was in sports, and since I was, for better, the team captain, whether I wanted to be that or not. So you're the team captain of your team. What are the egos like? What is the mayhem? And how do you keep all the horses, driving the stagecoach?
Well, it's a kindergarten.
It's a kindergarten?
Yeah,
Is it really?
kindergarten. Yeah, that's what
You
it
have to. Do you yell at your help? Is it like
no. I learned a long time ago that yelling doesn't
it doesn't
resolve
really-
anything.
Yeah. So you ever see the Bradley Cooper movie?
Yeah, the cooking movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where
yeah.
he plays the chef. And
Yeah, he
he's-
gets mad.
Oh God, he's off the rails and he's
Yes.
blasting and doing drugs.
And that didn't resolve anything.
And you never got into drugs or alcohol?
No, thank God, no.
That's amazing.
Even with all this wine. It's funny, I have all this wine at home and I never I don't think I've ever opened one bottle of that wine.
Well, people don't realize that chefs, because you work long hours, you got to blast, do some coke, you got to do this to stay awake. It's
Yeah. One time someone asked me like, "Oh, do you do cocaine?" I was like, "No, I don't do cocaine." But how do you work for 14 hours?
I don't know. I don't.
I think it's part of my DNA. Thank
Right.
God, because I do believe this job, if you're not 100% meant to do it, you're gonna get into trouble. Whether it's with drugs, alcohol, yelling,
100%. Most of my
failures. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I was blessed with having this personality that allows me to just keep on going, keep on going. Now,
Yeah.
that said, sometimes I crash and I fall asleep, even sitting in
Yeah.
a chair. But
Yeah.
for the most part, I've never had those problems
Yeah.
ever.
And do you, ego has, you to me, all the years I've known you,
Yeah.
you have that laugh that I love, and you're like you're childlike.
Yeah.
On the show, we always talk about, because I'm selling comic sense is more important than common sense. So you were always childlike, not childish. And I love that, because I think all great artists, childlike is beautiful.
Yeah.
It's wonder, awe, it's surprise. You're always, aren't you always surprising yourself?
Yeah.
Because your menu, your food
Yeah.
shocks me. It's so,
Well, I don't know. I think it's very simple, but I do surprise myself with how easily now things come to me to create. You know?
yeah.
That's what's surprising, which I say this a lot. I think in life, some people are just chosen to be vessels of something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it comes to me so easily to do what I think is good food, that it has to be sent by something else, by a higher force, because it just kind of filters through me.
I hate to embarrass you, but I'm going to.
Yeah.
They said the same thing about Mozart. You remember Amadeus?
Well, I mean, he was a genius.
Well, yeah, but I got news for you.
Well, I don't know.
You can be a genius in your arena.
Yeah.
And look at what happened. What do you think when the food industry just went off the charts?
Yeah.
These guys, Bobby Flay, here, all these different chefs, they're making millions and millions of dollars and opening restaurants and doing all that stuff. Food became the biggest thing because it was a social thing. It was like gyms when gyms started. Remember, we
Yep.
belonged to the gym together? That was a social place, became a social place. So restaurants became, 2 or 3 hours to converse, because especially in LA, well, most of the big cities, people are lonely, they're hurting, to go and break bread, as we used to
Yeah.
say. Because I grew up with my mother, who was phenomenal, cooked for the whole Palisades.
Yeah.
And I had top to bottom, billionaires, celebrities, bums, all the people I dragged home from the beach or the gym, that we played basketball. And they ate. And I noticed that everybody came into my mom and dad's house and they opened up. My parents were married 72 years, by the way.
Yeah.
And they just felt so comfortable.
Yeah.
They go, wow, Mrs. Rucco, Mr. Rucco, I never talk like this. I thank you for listening. They were so thrilled to have somebody that would give them some attention and some time and actually listen to them.
Well, several things. There's this thing in Italy. You don't age at the table. Non invecchia.
You don't age at the table?
No, because you're with your friends talking. Time kind of stands still. You can be talking. The next thing you know, it's like the next morning almost.
How wonderful is that?
That's one of the most beautiful things about food, right?
Yeah.
Artistically wise, food is very unique in the art field. You mentioned Mozart. That's something that you can Google and play it and listen to it in its original forms.
Yeah.
A painting will last forever if you take care of it.
Yeah.
A design of a museum, of an art by a important architect will stay there and be preserved, right? The Colosseum.
Good points, yeah.
Food is very unique because food, you create it, you eat it, and disappears. It disappears, the art. So I think there's something very beautiful and unique about food.
Yeah.
And thirdly, food unites. So the same thing you're telling me about your mom cooking for your friends.
Brings people together.
there's people that my friends that I see now, seldomly, and their parents, that the first thing they mention to me, oh, I remember how I dropped you off at your mom's house and she fed me. Oh, I remember those nights that we used to eat. So
Same for me.
yeah, food has been very impactful. And you just proved it, because even for you and your mom, she made an impact on people just by cooking.
Yeah.
It's something that people really, even after 30, 40 years, remember. They don't remember anything else, but they remember eating at your mom's table.
Boy, is that
And
that is so true. And when
Yes.
I talk about you, which I've done for 25 years, 30 years, however long you've cooked, I just can't stop talking about you and your food. And I just tell people, I don't know how many people I've turned on to your restaurant or Giorgio's, because I grew up there and your dad. But that how it unites people is really interesting. Did you ever read Bourdain's Kitchen?
No, I never did. But yeah, he has a very similar philosophy.
That's what I mean. You reminded me. He'd go anywhere and everywhere. He would eat the indigenous food, and he ate some pretty nasty, gnarly stuff. To eat a cobra snake while they cut it open and eat the heart and all this stuff. He goes, oh yeah, I can feel it, the heart beating going down my throat. I mean, whoa. And he said, you could not be my friend if you don't love sea urchins. I can't stand sea
Yeah, sea urchin is it's difficult too.
potent, and I don't get rid
Potent
of it.
and slimy and many things.
Well, caviar.
But even that, which I'm not a fan of sea urchin, but if you eat the right sea urchin, which is the right sea urchin, it comes from Hokkaido in Japan,
Yes.
and it's tiny, and it's creamy, and it's not fishy, then I think there's no food that if it's done correctly or eaten at the highest level it can be, that it can always be liked. It can always be liked by most people.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
yeah, but look how small a percentage that is.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. What is your favorite thing to cook? I mean, I assume you can cook anything. I mean, you cook Italian, but
Yeah.
could you cook Chinese? You could cook Mexican. You could cook anything.
Yeah. Well,
You're a chef.
my grandma used to tell me, you become a good chef when you throw nothing away. Meaning, like, you're peeling carrots. Somehow you're using the peels of the carrots to do something.
Yeah, that's
You're cleaning a fish, but somehow you're using every single thing,
yeah,
right?
right.
And it's hard to understand that. For me too. It took me years. And then one day, boom, it clicked.
Yeah,
And I used everything of all the ingredients. And I think the same thing happened with cooking food later on too. It was like, oh, wow, look, I can make Mexican food. I can make Chinese food. It comes a point in any career that you mastered your craft.
right.
And when you feel you really master it, when you can really look at something, like I can look at a dish and be like, okay, I know it has this, and I can make it
You can
just
break
like,
it down, distill it.
yeah, and you can make it.
Yeah.
And so when you get to that point, you're a master chef. That's why I believe a lot of people aren't master chefs. They think they're chefs, or they think they can cook, but
Right.
it goes well beyond making
Yeah.
a few dishes. You know what I'm
Can you
saying?
detect every herb like in a dish?
Yeah, for
virtually.
sure.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
I mean, and then, you always see chefs, they go shopping. Do you do all that stuff? Go to the best markets, the outdoor market, whatever it is?
But I tell you, it's funny because you say that, because I just had this conversation yesterday. There's a lot of people go to farmers markets,
Right.
right? It's a thing to do, which is
Right.
great
I've
because
never
you
been,
support
yeah.
the local farmers. But do you know that even at a farmer's market, you can pick a bad leek from a good leek? You can pick a good peach from a bad one.
I thought that was the advantage.
Right. But the thing is, even at the markets, you have good and bad. And so you see that a lot of people don't know the difference between good and bad vegetables also.
So, he
So it
ain't no
goes
master
beyond it
chef.
just going to a farmer's market. Yeah,
Right, right.
even then you're challenged with really picking
Yes.
all the proper
Yeah.
based on what you're using them for.
Yeah. Visually, touch,
Yeah.
smell, all the
Yeah. So-
senses. Yeah.
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 But I mean, the farmer's market it just brings him back when I was little, because I used to, in Italy, it was the farmer's market is every day, you know.
Right.
Even then, even there now, it's lost, you know, the quality, because everything is expensive.
Yeah.
But you still find it much easier to find good products there than you do here.
Yeah. So, do you get tired of the repetition of making the same things? Is that why you'll have specials, or why you do this, or
Yeah.
how does that work? In other words,
Well, I get. Not only do you get tired of doing the same thing, and that's why you do have specials. I try, but I mean, it's in my DNA to create and try to never
Sure.
stay.
of course,
Even though a lot of times in a restaurant, the best way to success is duplication and repetition, right?
when people come for, it's like hit, Rolling Stones, you better play some of the favorites.
Exactly.
Do you want to try your new songs? It's like that. Yes. No?
Exactly.
Okay.
You start taking away the favorites, you're gonna lose. They're gonna boycott. Like exactly. If you go to a concert, and you're like,
Right.
"Where is this song?
Right.
I came only for
I
this song."
came here for this.
Exactly.
Right.
And that's how the restaurant works too.
Right.
And so you play a fine line to always keep the favorites in, but you also, because you get bored, if you're, you know, a creative
Yeah,
chef,
yeah.
you have to try always to
have
try to do
You have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I used to think, because a lot of the specials that I had, they weren't that special.
exactly.
So then everybody used to say, well, you never get the special, but you tried and true.
Exactly.
Yeah, so-
Exactly. It's kind of true.
Yeah, there
You
has
don't want
to
the
be-
specials. You go in there for the traditionals.
It's a bit of an
Yeah,
experiment.
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, even if you eat it and all
Yeah.
your people eat it and all that stuff.
But for me, it goes also beyond just the daily cooking. It's like now with this new restaurant and everything that came with it, right? The designing of it and the menu and this and
we're
that
talking about this.
with Baldi at the Waldorf.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
like
yeah, let's talk about that
Yeah,
for a
but and the cafes too, right? I always need to try to do something different.
Right.
Because otherwise it does become stale to
Yeah.
one restaurant, the same restaurant every day.
Okay, so how many? Let's get to that. The hotel, the W. What do they call it? It's
Waldorf.
It's the Waldorf. It's right at Wilshire and Santa Monica, so that's a like major conversion of the two major streets in L.A. Where Eduardo just, and the name they came up with, they asked him. They said, "Well, what do you want to call it?" And it was kind of your mother, you said, and you got together, and they said, "Well, Baldi."
Right.
And I like that because it's a simple, it already has, you pop, Stab of the Shop reputation.
Yeah.
You've been here, what, 15 years?
20.
Jeez, 20 years here. So it already has a head start. But
Yeah, I mean, right. So, you know, when you have a name already that's been established, obviously you want to utilize it to
yeah,
further yourself.
yeah.
It's
Even your
e-
placemats are work of art.
Yeah. Those
Remember what I did?
Yeah. You put it on there.
It's so
Yeah.
cool. It's like a painter.
Yeah.
I took home, I asked the girl, the waitress, I said, please give me an extra. And we framed it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
look.
that thing is great.
It's
The whole branding is beautiful, by
it's
the way.
phenomenal. If you ever come to LA, well, come to Baldi
Yeah.
on Cannon, but go to the Waldorf. Man, that is, I hate to tell you, have your
No, it's-
restaurant here.
Apples and oranges, kind of. You know,
It's
it,
apples and
it
oranges.
has a theme,
Yeah.
underlining theme, but it's different. You know, in
Yeah, it
every
is.
sense of the word, it's kind of different. The flavors are the same.
Well, tell me about the fire.
Yeah. No, but the funny thing about the Baldi name is only one person said this, but it was like, oh, you're so creative. Talking about creativity. You guys did Giorgio Baldi, Baldi, and Baldi. Like, you know, because they think like you should have different names. So I said, well, yeah, but you know, I mean,
had
Baldi is
Ito.
Baldi.
You had Ida.
Yeah.
A little
yeah,
restaurant in the Palisades that became really popular.
Yeah.
So you varied it. a
But it was just funny when someone said that to me. I said, yeah, it's not so
No,
creative, but you know, that's not really where the creativity should be.
No, it's a great name. And let's talk about the Waldorf. So we've been there. I don't know since how long has it been open now? How many months?
6 months.
6 months. So we've been there like 5 times, and each time it's just everybody. And we take foodies there. We take some of the top people that have eaten all around the world, and some of the regular and everybody said it's the best. It's the best.
It's simple. I mean, it's
the-
fancy.
It's
You know, when you
fancy.
walk in there, it's very
It's
fancy.
beautiful.
It's
It's
beautiful.
laid out nicely with the
Yeah.
patio.
Right.
It's a long walk. We like to sit in the bar, like I told
Yeah,
you.
the bar I think is great.
Yeah, yeah.
No, everything about it is great.
Yeah.
But when you're sitting down and eating, you're eating simple food also.
Yeah,
I mean, it's sophisticated in
Oh,
the
yeah.
quality of the ingredients.
yeah.
But it's really simple if you think.
I got you. Remember in the soup and the broth, the veal,
Yeah. Even that-
ravioli, something like that. Very simple, but oh my God, it's just great. And you do a kale Caesar.
Yeah.
That I never thought I'd like that. I mean,
Yeah.
Rain loves kale, but a kale Caesar, well, it sounds too healthy.
Yeah. It's not so healthy though. It's a little cheesy.
Just a little. I go light on the cheese for a reason,
But-
and I don't like anchovies. I'm really a lightweight.
Yeah, but it's mild. The dressing is very
It's
mild.
very mild, so I love it. It's one of them. It's one of the go-tos. And the bread. Where the hell do you get your bread?
Yeah, the bread is very good. We have two
Phenomenal.
providers.
It's phenomenal. The bread. You know, it's
Yeah, the bread is.
it's just. But the place is beautiful. The ambiance. It's good people watch. Obviously, because it's a hotel.
Well, no, but talking about presidents already, Bill Clinton had his birthday party there.
Did he?
Yeah,
And
and
he-
then
did he
Obama
eat at
and
your
Mrs.
restaurant, of
Obama
course?
came. Yeah, at the restaurant.
Yeah, at your restaurant. Yeah.
Yeah. So we already had several presidents there.
And it's only been open
First
6 months.
ladies. Yeah.
Yeah, I rested.
And then besides everybody else, no, the type of people are, it's an extension of here, but even more of,
Yeah.
these.
Oh, by the way, I'm not going to start with name dropping, but everybody like Giorgio's, all the biggest celebrities, they all come to Eduardo. Denzel Washington, Pacino, they're all regulars. But I totally understand that. What I don't understand is why they eat at other restaurants. A lot of them. Is Mateo's? Did I say it right?
Mateo's.
Is that still
I think so, yeah.
like working and
Yeah,
good?
yeah,
and
yeah.
Big Daddy, I think, is still alive.
Yes.
He comes
yes.
up to the tables. He's a little gray-haired guy, and he,
But that's what people like.
yeah,
Yeah. And also, I mean, I don't know, even for me, that I have a few favorite restaurants, but you got to go try other restaurants.
course.
And you got to go eat, otherwise you get bored of the same.
yeah. But you work so hard here. You never come out to the tables.
No. For several reasons, because I like to stay in the kitchen, and also I'm kind of shy. If I go to one table, then I
He
have
is
to
a
go
little
to
shy. Yeah,
like
he is a little
the
yeah.
oh, please, can you come and say hi? That's what happens at the hotel, by the way. Like I go out to someone wants to meet you, okay, and then I have to do like,
Domino.
the whole domino effect,
Yeah.
'cause I-
Well,
so then
that's
you don't. It takes an hour
Well,
before
then
you go back
don't-
in the kitchen,
We're gonna
and
eat
then
there
I'm all.
tomorrow. Don't come out and say hi, even
Yeah.
though I'm bringing.
But all I think about is like, oh, I wonder how this dish is coming out and how it's coming out.
Well, my mom would never sit down. So every night she cooked. And there'd be 3 or 4 days that she'd cook. Because my mom was Lebanese and my dad was Italian.
Yeah.
So my mom grew her own grape leaves and cabbage rolls. And, Lebanese, they use lamb, really lean lamb. Jewish people I grew up with, they use beef. But she couldn't sit down. She'd patrol the table. And there could be 12, 15 people.
Yeah.
She goes, is everything all right? Is everything okay?
Yeah. Well, I remember your mom's voice
It was just,
still,
yeah. Is
and
that
how
right?
and her mannerism was
Man-
kind of like that, very gentle.
Oh, yeah. She was so,
I remember her.
and I, along with all my big guy athlete friend, we'd eat 3 plates piled so high. And she goes, you gotta eat, you gotta have some more.
yeah.
And I go, Mom, yeah, a moral thing. And she goes, well, you didn't like it?
Oh yeah.
If
That-
you didn't
yeah.
have 4 or 5 plates and just keep till you drop
That's
dead.
amazing.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Lebanon, by the way?
No.
Oh,
And my nonna was born in Beirut, and it was the prettiest place on earth
yeah.
before
Well,
the
very
bombings.
European
Insane,
and-
yeah. I mean, all that Mediterranean stuff.
The whole
Do you-
coast.
Do you ever make any Mediterranean? Do you ever delve into that world?
No, but I read about it all.
do?
I have different cookbooks for
Yeah.
everywhere.
That's
All over the Middle East. I have all of these cookbooks that
how do you have the time?
to read.
Well, to
I love reading.
to read, to do the two,
Yeah, it's
and now you're going to expand here. I just
Yeah.
found out today, which I'm happy about, but
Yeah.
at the same time.
And we have, I don't know if I tell you about Dana Point.
What?
Yeah. Mr. Algem and his
You're
family.
going to have to now travel down there?
Yeah. Dana Point.
Oh, what are you trying to
January.
kill yourself? You're a young guy.
No. But, I've also learned, before I always had the mentality of you have to be in one place all the time. And you still do. Don't get me wrong. You have to be present for the most of the time.
Where you
Which I am.
started, yeah.
Yeah. Well, anywhere.
Yeah.
You have to always be present. But I also need to challenge myself and move forward with my mentality. So, there's two philosophies. One philosophy is like, you have one business, nurture that business. My dad used to tell me this all the time. He's right, because look what happened with him in that restaurant. Very successful.
Yeah.
And people do want to see you there all the time and feel like you're cooking
the
for
reason
them.
they're coming. Yeah.
But there's a compromise also that I saw that works.
Yeah.
And I see from having that restaurant
Yeah.
where I can be absent for some hours here
That's huge.
and still
Very
people don't know the difference. Right? And so you learn how to
Adjust.
trick and
Yeah.
do little tricky things that make it so you can do.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so for me, I need to be challenged. And that's why I said yes also to dinner.
Well, that's spoken like a true artist. But,
Yeah.
well, I'm looking forward to your new dishes.
Yeah.
You're experimental. And I'll try some of the specials, even though I come here for
For
too many of my favorites.
Yeah.
And so, well, I can't thank you enough. You know how much I love you. And
That's
we
it?
had a rough,
you don't have any more questions?
I
I'm
got
just kidding.
tons
I'm
of
messing with
questions. I didn't want to keep, he's got to go to the Waldorf.
No, I know. I'm just
And, well, if you open a bottle of wine, which you never do,
yeah, exactly.
then I'll ask you.
I would, but I gotta go work.
I know. I'm trying
I'll
to.
get arrested here with all
I'm
the
too
police.
sensitive to you, and I'm thinking of you. Otherwise, I'd sit here and drink wine and talk to you. Of course, while you cook, I'd have to have a little pasta or something to
exactly.
hold me over. You know,
Exactly.
I'm already getting
Yeah,
weak.
empty stomach. Yeah, no.
I'm getting hungry just talking to you. I mean, look at I had
You
8,000.
came on the wrong day when we're close.
Oh, by the way, this is a little private room he just added, which is so cozy for private parties. We love this because your other restaurant, right 5 feet away, gets so crowded. But I always like to sit at table number 2, like when I'm with Rain, because I always engage.
Yeah.
I remember one night I was with, may I tell a story
Sure.
about your restaurant? So it was Clint Eastwood. It was Pacino. Anyhow, it was that. It was 4 or 5 guys. And the one uptight guy, God, I'm trying to think. He was an actor of that thing. Well, they had 2 beautiful gals that were models. Here we go.
Okay.
Come to be actresses. How unusual for Los Angeles.
But you did the same thing for many years.
Of course I did. Well, that's true. I did.
Right?
Well, actress,
Yeah, right.
model, actress,
But
model,
yeah, I mean-
beauty contestant winner. Yeah. Okay. So, okay. That's why I like table 2. I don't mind being number 2 because I'm so far from number 1. But sitting next to him, so this night we got one of your pizzas. The pizzas, they're so thin, the most amazing pizza. So the 2 girls, they're all bullshitting and trying to impress him with, yeah, so what are we going to do with them? You know, they're trying to, and the girls are sitting and they see the food that's coming to our table. And the one girl said, what is that? And she's asking me. And I said, well, why don't you try it? So I take a slice of pizza, put it on a little plate. I give it to her. It looks like this. She takes a bite. Well, the head boys get all upset. 2 of the actor guys, because they were obviously wanted to be with the girls, and they go, what are you doing? Eating his food. And I said, well, the girls are hungry, guys. Why don't you feed them? You know me. I can do it like that, just like this. So now I give the other one a slice of pizza. I said, yeah. I said, well, don't worry. Then I just took the whole pizza and put her over there. I said, here, you guys. I said, Al was drinking a Diet Pepsi. You know, he didn't drink, you know.
Yeah.
And so I'm saying, he was cool. He was one of the cool ones. Eastwood was cool, but whoever the other 2 equal They were all uptight then.
Really?
Yeah. And I had Kaylina. You remember Kaylina, the wine girl? Really beautiful and the whole thing, but really sweet. So she helped me out of the situation. She goes, it was my fault. She took the heat. She said, oh, I'm the one that suggested it, this and that. And now, because she was really pretty,
I just don't see anything wrong with that. I don't
they're
know why.
here. Well, of course, it was manja.
Right.
You know, we're
exactly.
just sharing. I wasn't thinking about anything beyond that.
Yeah, yeah.
And I said, you won't believe the food. I said, because they had never been there.
Right.
And I said, guys, you got to feed them. I said, they're hungry. And because they'd been there bullshitting for 45 minutes, not eating anything.
Yeah.
And they're sitting here, number one table. Anyhow, that's the joke.
Yeah.
I know you got to go there.
No, I don't know who that was. To be
I don't know. I was trying to rob the place.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe
It
they're
was-
getting
It
hungry.
was one of the ladies from the
That's right. So now you got us. We don't know where to eat, so we're probably going to have to follow you to the Waldorf.
Right? Are you hungry?
You know, Daryl's first time in Europe in 2 weeks. We're heading out.
You've never been to
That's
Europe,
right.
period?
That's right, guys. I'm going to Europe,
Really?
and I'm going to his recommendation. And
Why? Why
Why-
never? Why haven't you been?
Okay, I'll tell you, because of sports. The team wanted me to go Asia, everywhere. Like,
For volleyball?
my own Will Chamberlain. Yeah. So for volleyball, even when I played basketball and baseball. But anyhow, I had asthma when I was a kid. So smoke, I couldn't be near cigarettes. And in those days,
Oh, you can
remember?
smoke on the plane.
They could smoke on the plane. Doctors were doing commercials for
Yeah,
cigarettes.
yeah.
But and all in Europe and everywhere they smoked. Asia. Oh my God, I would die
Yeah.
wherever I went. I know it's fallen off now, and they're
Yeah,
not
now you can.
smoking as much.
Yeah, now you know.
So now I can go. Now that
you're
I'm
right.
almost friggin' dead.
People
Well-
still like the food in France and Italy.
Very much. Now, even, I mean, it depends on your expectations. You guys have a trained palate. So now you know
You
very
trained
good
us,
food.
so I'm
Well, I mean, besides
spoiled.
that, but you everywhere. I mean, LA is pretty sophisticated with food.
I know,
Yeah, or at least it has become.
especially after Hawaii.
Yeah.
I found that out.
Right, exactly. So you'll be surprised. You might think, oh, I had that better back home.
Yeah,
Even in Italy and France.
yeah.
People are losing their touch even there. Because there's no interest in cooking. It's hard work.
It
And
really
so,
is
yeah.
hard.
And in Europe, it's harder to make money, obviously, with restaurants. And
Is that why you can't get any longer good Chinese food? They're all on computers where you can make big money, and it's
Yeah.
too hard. It's just too damn hard.
we're here also.
Yeah,
I just think in general, people don't want to work in restaurants.
yeah.
Like one of my greatest passion is baking, like croissants.
Mm-hmm.
But when I did study in Italy and worked, I woke up at 4 a.m. You
Right.
have to wake up super early,
Yeah. of
3:30, 4 to start.
Go the baked goods.
Yeah, to get everything ready by 7, 8 o'clock
so
in the
when
morning.
they come.
And if you ask 9 out of 10 people will not want to wake up at 3.
Yeah, especially
the
after
morning.
drinking and having fun. And stuff.
Yeah, so even that is definitely, you can feel the
Yeah.
quality going down.
I mean, like Spain, they start eat at 10 or 11 o'clock at night is dinner.
Yeah.
So, yeah, who wants to get up at 4 in the morning? I mean, I know it's not Paris, but still, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It is hard work. And how about the heat and how hot it gets back there? And you got that crowd, and when things they're frenzied, it's like a shark.
Well, someone that really loves to cook in the restaurant, to me, that's the sweetest spot right there.
Is that
For someone
when
else's
it's- when
nightmare?
It's going.
Yeah, when it's hot and it's
Yeah.
going and you're in the
When you're
rhythm,
bored
you're in the
and,
flow,
yeah.
and you have so many tickets.
That's the fun.
That's like where
The juice.
it makes it worthwhile for me.
Yeah.
I don't know other people, but
but I
like,
can see
yeah,
it.
it's the flow.
The flow.
Yeah.
It gets your energy. It gets
Yeah.
your.
See,
Flow state.
We were like that as athletes.
Yeah,
The
this-
better teams we played, the more the competition got more, which is the competition.
Yeah.
Because you got to get this stuff up and running and ready and hot and get it delivered to the table. Yeah, it's the same team concept in a
Yeah.
kitchen that there is in sports. And you being the head, which I was on the teams that I had to lift everybody else's game up.
yeah,
They're not you, but they got to hold their own.
Yeah.
Whatever their particular thing is, hey, you're dogging it. That's why it's good that you don't yell at them, because those movies, the Cooper movie and other movies I've seen, Lisa would lose it. Lisa Stalvey, Wolfgang's, and she was a sous chef.
Yeah.
When he went to Europe, she'd cook. She was doing drugs. She was an alcoholic.
Really?
She went through hell. And I told you, I'll end this on a tragic story. She lost 3 of her fingers at L'Orangerie. I think
On a slide
most
shirt.
expensive, on the most expensive French
Yeah,
restaurant
L'Orangerie was.
off the chart on
Yeah.
La Cienega.
Yeah.
It was either a blender or a slicer or something.
Why? Because she was drunk or
It
something?
was really sad. Well, I don't know, but she won the lawsuit, so
Oh,
they probably would have proved that she was drunk, but somehow she won her case. But she didn't hold out. She could have gotten more money, but we don't want to talk about that. It was just a tragic thing and a stupid thing, but it happens. And, do you have all the good scars and all this stuff, the burns and all?
yeah. I mean,
Are you not as sloppy as some of those?
No, you get burned. You learn to prevent it more as you practice. But I severed my tendon, but I did it not cooking, by opening a case of wine, a wood box. And I stupidly opened it with a Swiss Army knife. And the Army knife bent in.
Backwards, yeah.
Yeah, and
They do.
And the doctor, this is how crazy I am. So I severed it, and so your thumb just kind of drops.
Yeah.
And you can't move it.
I did that to my big toe.
Yeah, and so I knew something bad happened, completely, because I could see the bone complete. But I put it together. I took a lollipop stick, taped it, and I came to work
That was
because I had
your
lunch.
splint?
Yeah, that was my
You saw-
splint.
yeah.
Then I called my doctor, and he said, "Well, it's pretty bad. You're gonna have to go to a specialist." So I ended up in the afternoon after I did lunch like this. I went to the specialist, which an amazing doctor
Had to be.
at
Cedars?
Cedars-Sinai,
Cedars.
and he told me he tried to see if he could do anything. He said, "I can't fix it. You need to get in an operation room because it's gonna be too hard to hold the blood in place so I can work on it. You have to come back Monday." So he sewed it up, put me in a cast, and I came and worked all weekend. And then I went and got surgery. And I said, the first thing he said to me, "You're not going to be able to work." I said, "Doctor, put 3 casts on if you have to, but I got to work." So I worked the whole time with it. He started laughing.
And you're right-handed.
Yeah, and it's weird because he even said, like, it's very rare for a right-handed person to have an injury on the right hand. It's usually the left
That makes
when
sense.
you're using knives and stuff like that.
Right.
But I said, yeah, in my case,
Whoa.
yeah. So I learned, like, in a matter of a week how to use it was great.
You adapted.
In some way, it was like meant to be because now I can work with both of my hands
I did
the
that.
same.
I did that. My basketball coach was left-handed. So before basketball, started learning how to be, you dexterity with both hands.
Yeah.
Left-handed coach. I could dribble better with my left, and I'm right-handed. But
Yeah.
I became ambidextrous in baseball. So yeah,
Yeah.
when you start, but a week is pretty good, especially when you're hurt and worried about how this surgery is going to turn out.
I never wore.
You didn't even hit what?
No, I kind of said at that point I was short-handed, not as much, manpower as I have now. I needed to be present. It didn't matter
So
what.
you were so immersed in it, you didn't have given it.
So I had this huge cast on.
Oh,
And I
Eduardo,
just
those are pretty different stories.
Yeah.
That's pretty tragic, man. I know what a tendon is, and
But that's
you can't
like-
stop the bleeding.
You know,
with the
luckily
toe.
it wasn't bleeding.
Oh, I couldn't stop.
Really?
it. I
Yeah.
had 10 white towels wrapped around
Really?
my big toe, and it still never came together. It's
For
completely
whatever reason,
separate.
it bled a little bit, but not much.
Wow.
But that's what it takes in anything in life. If you
Yeah.
want to have success or be successful,
You got to go. You got to go to the wall.
Exactly.
You got to go to the wall.
Exactly.
Free
Otherwise,
fall into the abyss, baby.
Otherwise you're gonna lose.
I love
All
you,
right.
man. I always say it's a car business. To all of our many happy miles.
Stay human. Keep the change.
I don't laugh because life is easy. I laugh because I see the mind can sell you stories, then charge you rent to be free. They call it normal to panic, to worship the loudest fear. But a thought becomes a prison the moment you hold it near. So I ask one honest question, not to win, just to wake. Is this truth I'm believing, or just memory and ache? I use humor like a flashlight in a room full of certain lies. Comic sense isn't comedy, it's sight with a smile in its eyes. Critical thinking is mercy, consciousness is breath and release. If you can laugh at the story, you can finally step into peace. Sometimes I'm quiet and listening to a child asking, is love safe? I don't fix him with answers, I stay and give him space. So laugh, not to escape, but to see what's always been true. Nothing real is against you, and life is quietly loving you. Does my smile confuse you, or remind you you're here? Does my smile confuse you, or